We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for pulling up and clicking the play button and being a part of the LFR family. I really appreciate it, man. Hopefully you had a good weekend, a nice restful weekend. Please let me know any highlights you may have had over the weekend, that you slept well, that you ate good, you saw family, you got to enjoy the weather a little bit. You didn't have nearly as much pollen as we got over here in Maryland, DC, and Virginia, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, man. It's like somebody in the sky got a daggone cheese grinder or something and nothing but yellow falling out the sky. My truck blue and the top of it is just yellow. Just yellow. Please make sure you hit that like button, gang. That's the only price of admission for our live streams, is to simply hit the like button. I do not have on a bonnet. I got on what they call a lock sock. Yeah. A lot of these paid protesters was out there. Yeah, I see that. See, Renee said, I slept well, I ate fine, and spent all my time at home. That sounds like the nice, comfortable, lazy weekend that I enjoy as well. So over the weekend, there were more than 1,300 protests around the United States. And the protesters were paid and funded by Soros and other billionaires on the left, because it is not. See, I told myself I was not going to cuss nobody out today. That's what I told myself. And I don't plan on lying to myself today. So I'm not going to cuss anybody out whatsoever. But I will say thank you so much for the super chat. It's a lock sock gang. My gracious, I swear to goodness, we got people that just be hating on my lock sock. All right, so I don't know if y'all have seen any of these protests, but this one right here was pretty interesting. Also, we're going to discuss how we're going to discuss the protests. We're also going to discuss how 2 men won a sports league for women. 2 men entered a competition as trans women for a women's sport, and they won. They went to the championship and they went against each other. The 2 guys that just so happened to not be women went to the championship, competed against each other, and the best man won. You cannot make this stuff up. The best man won. All right, guys, check this out, man. I don't know why all of these liberal protesters seem to look alike, bro. That's just wild.
Hey, friends. I just passed the Dunkin' Donuts, which is the most vague possible location I could possibly give you in Massachusetts. But besides being near a Dunkin' Donuts, which places me somewhere in Massachusetts, I mentioned I'm at the Hands Off Boston March, and it is the slowest march I have ever been in, and I could not be more happy about that, because that means that the streets between the park and City Hall are entirely filled with people who are here because they're very angry about what's going on, about Trump and fascism trying to take this wonderful country with all these wonderful people, and there are great chants going on. And immigrants welcome here, trans people are welcome here, trans kids are welcome here. This is fucking Massachusetts, kid. Get your fucking hands off of it. All right. I'll say hi some more later.
All right, so that was one of our protesters. Now here's another one. Now this guy, here's his story that we're going to cover a little bit later. But this protester right here, man, this brother he had to be high. He had to be out of his mind or something. He came, he collected a check, he received a poster, and they said, stand right there. Stand right there, bro. Guys, please hit the like button. That would be absolutely phenomenal. I would love for there to be just as many likes as there are people in the chat. That would be absolutely phenomenal. And thank you, Big Island Dora. I really, Ara, I appreciate that. That's really nice. That's really nice. All right, man. So this one right here was absolutely insane. This brother did not know that he was there. This dude did not even know that he was not online anymore. He probably thought he was still at home behind his computer typing, but he was out there in the flesh holding up a big ass sign against Trump. This is ridiculous, man. I guess these people would say, look, I ain't got nothing else to do. I ain't got nothing else to do. No, I'm not, Shannon. Ain't nobody Spice. I ain't got nothing else to do with my life. So I'm just going to go ahead and collect $100 from Soros and them. They handing out money and they handing out snacks, little orange slices. They got orange slices and little Gatorades for everybody and apples, so that we can get out there and pop slick about Elon and Trump. I want to hear somebody say something about Elon, JD Vance. I haven't heard anybody say nothing about JD Vance yet. I think they scared of him. JD Vance looked like he'll slap a hoe.
So what makes Trump a fascist? What makes Trump a fascist?
He does things without
Yeah, talk loud. I don't have my mic on.
Well, I'm not really good into interviews.
Sorry?
He just does everything he wants, and not following laws or he's a convicted felon. That's all I know.
But your sign says he's a fascist, and I'm just curious what makes him a fascist.
One of the things is that he's trying to control the media, right?
Say that again?
He's trying to control the narrative.
How is he trying to control the media? Doesn't every president try to control the narrative?
They try to control their own narrative, but one of the things that Trump has done, for example, is the renaming the Gulf of Mexico, and then not allowing the Associated Press to come into the White House. Basically, trying to get.
What are your feelings about him renaming the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America when a majority of the Gulf is in fact on the coast of America as opposed to Mexico?
I mean, it's kind of pointless. People.
Is it pointless?
Yeah, people call it the Gulf of Mexico.
Don't you think it could have a positive tourism impact potentially?
Tourism has been down heavily.
So I don't want to get into a tourism debate. My question is, the sign says the fascist Trump regime must go.
Yeah.
And so I'm just curious what makes him a fascist. You pointed out that maybe something about his relationship with the media, he wants to control it, but how? Again, you're calling him a fascist.
Yeah, well,
what makes him a fascist?
One of the core tenets of fascism is creating an enemy, right, and blaming those problems on
What's
the enemy.
that?
Oh, yeah,
So-
the paper gave me, yeah.
Who gave you that?
The people that gave me the sign. It's a free sign.
Oh, someone gave you the sign.
This dude said,
and then they gave you the handout.
No.
So
hey, yo, this dude pulls out a paper because he don't know what the hell to say. He's trying to find something to say so he can answer these questions. And so he pulls out a paper and he said, oh, this is the paper that the people gave me when they also gave me the sign. So the people gave him a piece of paper and they gave him a sign. I want to know how much money they put in your pocket, bro. That's what I want to know. I want to know how much you're getting paid for that. So that next time when I need to make a couple of dollars, you know what I mean? Whenever I want to make me a couple of dollars and pay a couple bills, just tell me where the meetup is so I can go ahead and pick up a sign that says Elon and Trump sucks and we wish Kamala was in office. Yeah. I mean, because this dude clearly don't know what the hell he's talking about, man. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you ever organized a protest before, I guess this is how you get it done. I mean, apparently they called it being a successful protest. They said that it was 1,300 protests around the United States and all 50 states, and they got the word out. And they got the word out.
Who gave you that?
The people that gave you the sign. It's a free sign.
Oh, someone gave you the sign, and then they gave you the handout. So are you reading it now to try to answer the question?
Yeah, but I mean,
can I see that? Can you hold that up?
I'm just
curious.
Maybe you can have it.
I can have it?
Yeah, you can have it.
All righty. So where did you get the sign?
All the way in the gatekeeper's house.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just pretty cool.
And that's another one? They gave you 2 pieces of paper?
Yeah.
Can I have that one too?
Yes, you can have both.
Oh, okay. So what brings you guys out here today?
Just because I saw people were hanging out with people.
Same thing as everyone else, executive overreach.
Okay.
This dude said that, he said, so what brought y'all out here? This brother said, he said, because I saw people hanging out and I wanted to know what it was about. So I pulled up and they gave him a sign and a piece of paper and said, go stand over there and hold this up and rep this flag. People are ridiculous, bro. But you know what? This is what happens when you got that Kamala effect. Most of these people out here was high off gummies, high off gay sex. You already know that they smoked a little bit of crack. They all was in a huddle before they joined over there and grabbed them signs, and they smoked them some crack. They ate them some gummies. They had a whole bunch of gay connections, and then they took their tails out there and they started repping Biden. That's how I look at it. I mean, it's what other way? What other way is it? Huh? That's how I look at it, god dang it. And then hold on, then you got these guys right here. Somebody carrying around a damn sign that has Trump's head, and then they said that they want to unalive him. Then this is what happens when testosterone is low. Drugs are bad, okay? Thank you so much, Mika. Shout out to Mika, man. Mika is dope. Check this out right here, guys. I don't know if y'all seen this joint yet.
And what brings you out here today?
What doesn't?
Can you explain a little bit for our viewers what this means?
Go ahead.
Can you explain a little bit?
The king of burgers. No kings, no dictators, no bullying. Tax the greedy billionaires. Deport muskrat, the real. All right. They are really changing the world out there. They are changing the world. I never would have thought to put a Burger King crown on top of a Trump head and then say that he was the king of burgers. All right. Interesting. That make me want to get out there too. Shout out to these individuals, man. They're so intelligent.
Can you explain a little bit for our viewers what this means?
Go ahead. Kakistocracy. Government by the least suitable or competent citizens of a state.
This idiot ain't know why he was out there either. They gave him a piece of paper. They gave this doofus a piece of paper too. They're giving them all papers. Whoever got this bad boy together, I will say that they had things decent and in order. This is how you're supposed to do it, man. You tell people what you want them to get out there and say. What does what does kakistocracy mean? I never. And then this dude pulled out a piece of paper and said it means. Let me see what these people told me to say. It means. Hold on, let me rewind this back so that you can know exactly what it means. Because this is somebody's dumbass uncle, aka granddad, and y'all should be very proud.
Kakistocracy. Government by the least suitable or competent citizens of a state. Seems to fit, doesn't it?
And
Government by the least suitable. Government by the least suitable or something of the state.
The least suitable or competent citizens of a state.
Government by the least suitable or competent citizens of the state. As his wife stands behind the flag with a dumbass grin on her face, just shows me, man, they had some gummies, bro. They definitely had some gummies. Like when you got people out there protesting, it probably behoove you to give them some gummies too, because these people are just ridiculous, bro. These people are just ridiculous, for real. And then hold on, where's the other one? The dude said that he think that Trump should be unalived, bro. Is it? No, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Hold on, where is it? Where is it, man? Musk cheats at video games. No, it's not that one either. God dang it, man. I'll be all over the place on my X page. Also, guys, if y'all aren't following me on X already, please make sure you are. Make sure you also hit that like button for our live streams. I know I shared it with myself some daggone where, man. Now, just to keep it a buck, I don't see no problem with people protesting. I do have a problem with people getting out there protesting and don't know what the hell they're talking about. I think that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense. If you're going to spend time away from your family, you're going to spend any time, because time is extremely valuable. If you're going to be outside yelling and trying to tell people that you're not happy with how things are going, at least know what the hell you're talking about. That's probably why I don't get out there and protest a damn thing. I don't have enough passion to protest against anything. I'd much rather protest with my vote. I think that was me protesting. In November, when I went to the voting booth and I voted for Trump, that was me protesting, man. That was me letting this country know that I don't like the way it's going. I think that's the right way you're supposed to do it. And then you piss a lot of people off like I did because they don't expect for you. Even shout out to the little black ladies at the voting booth, man. In the DMV, that's what you run across. You run across and they tell you you're not supposed to wear any type of paraphernalia that shows the type show that you're advertising for anybody that you're voting for, when most of them have on their Kamala stuff and they have on that whatever type of jargon that they're supporting. If you come in there with a MAGA anything, they're going to try to turn you around. But whenever I go in there and I hand them my my voter registration and everything, and I'm giving them my ID, they see that I'm a Republican and they always look at me sideways. And then they, you know how ladies, when the ladies go get their manicures and pedicures and they hear the Asian ladies talking smack about them, but they know that they talking smack about them, but they can't really say what they're saying because they don't speak the language that these ladies are speaking. Well, that's the same thing that these little black ladies in the voting places do whenever they see that I'm registered Republican. Because in the DMV, when you walk in there, you're registered to vote, they automatically assume that 100% of us that's coming through this door are going to all vote the same way, are going to all be registered to vote the same way. And they don't hide it, bro. They look at you like you just now slapped their mama or something, like you just now cussed somebody out that's in their family, like you just walked in one of their parties and smacked the baby for no reason. Like shut the hell up. I don't want to see nothing you talking about. Check this out.
Trump is your daddy for the next 4 years. 77,284,118 people voted for President Trump. Not the baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
She's pissed.
Thank you. That makes great. I love the finger. I love it. I love getting the finger. Trump's your daddy for 4 years.
I love her voice, man. She sounds like one of those people at the at a baseball game that's selling peanuts, that's selling hot peanuts for people and beers and hot dogs and stuff. This is deception at its finest. I imagine many are paid actors. Thank you so much for the super chat and the words of wisdom, Michelle. Shout out to Nanny's Take on the World. About to be one of the biggest YouTube channels out there. Mark my words. I promise you on that one. Mustard Seed, what's going on? He says, follow breadcrumbs. Group gave boy the sign is refusefascism.org. The group that gave the boy the sign is refusefascism.org. Their parent org is RCP, Revolutionary Communist Party. Us refuse fascism. Okay, us refuse fascism had a sign up on their site to ride bus from New York to DC. All right. Mustard Seed, I'm about to cuss you out just for a moment. And shout out to, I'm gonna say this again for all the people that are showing up. Please hit the like button. That would be absolutely appreciated. Y'all, I'm gonna thank you in advance for hitting the like button. Also, this is a lock sock I am wearing and not a bonnet, just in case you see anybody's silly ass super chats from earlier. All right, so that you take up for me and you know that I'm not wearing no bonnet. I would never wear a bonnet. I'm a man. I'm a man with hair on my chest. I drink beers and I crush the can with my forehead. But okay, I see what you're saying, big dog. I would appreciate though if you guys just check what you wrote before I have to read it, because then I'll be sitting up here sounding illiterate, like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and and that's not good for live TV. Thank you, Mustard Seed. They're angry because they think U.S. aid means U.S. aid. They were sold a lie that laziness is somehow a disability. All right, the pseudo master chef. I appreciate you, big dog. There's one that I'm trying to find that I cannot find. I was just now looking at it, man. And this is why you need to, content creators, have all your ducks in a row before you go live, man. Don't be like me. Do not be like me when you do your thing, because I swear, I would think that I have all of my stuff ready, and next thing you know, I'll be like, okay, Van, where'd you put that? Where'd you put that? Where'd you see that? You came across something that was gold that you wanted to place in front of your supporters so that you can see that you have been doing your due diligence. And then I get up in front of y'all and I'm like, okay, all right, because I can't find most of these joints. And shout out to Soros for banking all of this. Soros and other billionaires. But this happens on both sides, though, so I'm not just going to blame Soros. It's Trump's turn to be to have the streets flooded with people who are against whatever everything that he's standing for. It's his turn. I mean, if people were to just pay attention to what's going on around the country, they would see that the decisions that he has been making have been working to our favor. But thing is, negativity can be louder than positivity. They don't want to hear you break down tariffs and what it's actually doing. They don't want to hear about all of the companies or countries, and I call them companies because that's what they are. They all operate like companies. They all operate like corporations. And the United States of America is also a registered corporation, but a lot of times we don't even consider that. And most people don't know it. Most people don't want to talk about it, because then we have to face a certain truth that we're not particularly ready for. But we have to look at the best interests of our nation, and how we stand in order of world power. Where are we? So yeah, here's another one right here. A sign that I thought was pretty interesting. Let me see here. Open this bad boy. Yeah. It's not left or right. It's right or wrong. Cory Booker. Yeah, of course Cory Booker said that. The nigga had to stand up and talk for 25 hours. Of course he gonna say something that sounds it's not left or right, it's right or wrong. I mean, that's cute and all, but yeah, it's right or wrong. That's why we voted the way we voted. Like, we voted for Trump to be the president. Trump is the president. He's doing everything we ask him to do. Why did we ask him to do that? Because everything he's doing is what he said he would do. He was being transparent. And he was running off of promises made, promises kept. That's exactly what he's doing. So most people who voted for him, they don't feel bad about it at all. Not one bit. Not one cotton picking bit. All right. Hey, MJ, man, pull back up, bro. I ain't gonna throw you on the screen. And the hands off one. I don't know what that says. Hands off what? I don't even know what they're talking about. All right. That must be one of them my body, my choice type of things. Here's another neat one right here. Tesla protester. I don't know how many of y'all used to watch Scooby-Doo. I used to watch it religiously, bro. I've come to realize leftists don't know what they support or believe in. They're just blindly following the blind and regurgitating talking points with a moral compass that only points south. Dallas D, thank you so much for the super chat. And honestly, I do believe exactly what you're saying, but I will tell you this. I don't like to use big words before 12 noon. And you throwing regurgitating out here is a bit of a challenge for me because it is before noon, and that is a big word. Okay. But I do appreciate you. You know what I mean? I love you like a play cousin. And I'm glad that you participated. But shout out to her, man. I'm noticing too that a lot of the leftists that I have conversations with, either in bars or my family, friends as well, most of them don't know what the hell that they voted for. They don't know what Trump stands for. They just pretty much, like you said, regurgitate talking points that they've heard on their favorite podcasts or their favorite Instagram or Facebook channel that they've seen, like little clips of people making points that make sense to them, and they fail to go and do their own due diligence, and now they're stuck on stupid. So the only thing they can do is get loud and join other forces and try to make some noise because they don't have anything else to go off of. But thank you, Dallas D. Take the bill. You're right, Van. The country isn't handling the truth very well. Not at all, bro. But do we ever? Do we ever? Shout out to my family pulling up, man. Y'all are see these are my folk right here, bro. Y'all are dope. What's up, Renee?
Hey.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey. Look around like, okay, am I MJ? Yeah, you MJ.
Yeah, you.
Yes.
He's watching TV at the same time. Oh, there's.
No.
Oh, hey.
What's up, Wise?
I was watching the
What's
show.
What's happening?
Bruh, you got more grades today, man.
It was the weekend.
It was the weekend.
Yeah,
I gotta fix that.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it going all the way, Greg, bro. All the way.
Real?
I did
just
that,
all the way.
Yeah. Man. They thought I was a senior citizen. I was like, wait a
minute. And both of you brothers are you're younger than me, right? Both of you?
No.
Yeah, I'm younger than you.
I'll be 49 on Sunday.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Yeah. MJ's older. I'm younger. Yeah. I'm only 45, so I'm still a younger.
I guess
I'm still a younger.
Yeah.
Y'all younger than me.
Only by a couple of months. That's all.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Stuck on stupid is the best description.
I know. I loved that.
Have y'all seen all of these protests they've been having, man?
Yeah. It's a mess. It's a mess, man.
The hot mess.
Do y'all know the dollar amount they were paid?
Well, they paid them.
No, I haven't heard.
A lot of those protesters were paid.
I haven't heard anybody admit to what they were paid yet.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, though. It doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, I talked about it on the live stream today. That was like one of the first topics I talked about today was the protest. But yeah, there's some kooky creatures out there, man.
What would the protests look like had they not been paid?
Empty.
Because the buses they were using were really nice buses, financed by who? We don't know who the hell dropped them off or picked them up and took them to all these places. It was 1,300 protests happening at the same time around the country. And they all had cruise style buses. They all had these really nice shuttle buses.
So who's got money like that?
Now me.
You know who.
Sorry.
You know who.
I know who.
Is his son just as bad? Because he's got one foot in the grave.
No,
His
well,
son's
he's pretty much taken over.
Okay.
Yeah, there's pictures of Alex and Jasmine Crockett together. So he's pretty much kind of running things.
Yeah. Well, ain't that a darn shame?
Someone in TikTok said that they were paid $110 a piece.
Damn, that ain't enough.
That don't surprise me.
That ain't
you know
enough.
What?
That ain't enough.
That ain't enough. But think about this though, Van. On the live stream today, I shared a clip. There was these people, they were holding up this sign, and the lady comes over and asks them, like, hey, what does this sign mean? They look down at the sign. They couldn't even pronounce the words on the sign. And then the dude pulls out a piece of paper. Yo, hold up. He pulled out a piece of paper and read what it's supposed to mean.
You talking about the Kakistan?
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah. Dude pulled the paper out and he was reading it like that. And it's the first time I read this. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I was like, oh man, this is crazy.
Now, one other thing though, because I gotta bring this to y'all. Hold on 1 second. The money was followed. The organizers were paid almost. What? The organizers were paid. That's like Black Lives Matter. That's like all of the people that run
organizers.
Okay, so they run it like contractors, and they get their money that way. Okay. $8,000 for 8 hours of work. That's not bad.
It's not.
But since when, if this is a protest and it's supposed to be organically done or whatever, when is somebody supposed to be paid to organize?
Since when? Honestly, I think it's all a paid gig. I'm being honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. But that isn't really how it is. That never was really how it was until it became
It wasn't supposed to be. Yeah, it wasn't never. I'd never heard of people being paid.
No.
We get out there to the rallies, how we get out there. I mean,
organically.
It was organic. It was like, but now they're sending people all these nice plush buses. Hey, Michelle, they're sending all these people these nice plush buses and everything. And then they bringing them out. One other thing before I cut this live stream off, I need y'all to see this right here. Have y'all heard about the two men that was competing against the women in some sport where what was it? Two men will face each other for a women's championship title at the Ultimate Pool. They're playing pool against each other. Women's Pro Series event tonight in the UK. They already played. This was last night. Both of these people are trans. They're trans women, man, and they're the ones that won. So this is the one that won. So the one on the left is the actual champion, and her name is Harriet Haynes. Harriet Haynes.
Harry Haynes, huh?
Harry Haynes. Yo, that's an insult, man.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way around.
And honestly, that's not even a contact sport. Why they gotta invade? Go play with the men.
Go play with the men.
It's pool.
It's pool.
Jesus, the sticks are the same size.
Next, we're going to see him in dart tournaments.
Well, they just now won a frisbee.
Actually, they already are.
I mean,
they're already in the dart tournaments.
Oh, Jesus, man. Come on.
They're in everything, man. Yo, the UK is cooked, man. The UK is
they
done.
are.
They're done.
Yep.
They're all in.
Yeah, there's no rewinding that.
Well, it looked like there's a few states of ours that are all in too, and they're willing to lose their funding. They're willing to go up against Trump.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, but then see how many people move out, and then they lose their state taxes too.
Yeah, Renee, you took the words out of my mouth.
Yep. Because we can move here. They're in a country over there. They don't. They unless they move countries, they don't have anywhere else to go. We got different states to go to with different laws.
At least, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is nuts, bro. This is nuts, man.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that one, man. That's bad.
Yeah. So shout out to the young man lady that won, beat the other women. You know?
Oh yeah.
I meant that respectfully.
I was going to use a different term, but
I meant that. I meant that respectfully. I really did.
Absolutely.
I don't want no smoke, man, because y'all, as content creators, and Wise knows this, if we say the wrong things, we come out seeming like we're hate-filled and we get reported, and next thing you know, we're in the doghouse again with YouTube, and I don't want that. I don't want y'all to face that.
I mean, no, absolutely. I wouldn't have said it, but it would have been for entertainment purposes only.
Wow. This is nuts, man. I mean,
it's bad, man.
Well, I don't know if they still have theirs, but it's still nuts.
Yeah, it is.
Harry.
Yeah. Sorry.
That was Wise that said Harry Haynes. I mean, Harry Haynes. That's wow, bro. That's wow, Harry Haynes. Like Harry draws.
Yeah, but then you just said you didn't know if they had theirs anymore, but that was nuts.
I did. That was accidental. Y'all know me. I try not to be disrespectful. I try not to be disrespectful. But
it just happens organically.
It just happens organically, I suppose. But I do want to say this, guys out there, thank y'all so much for tuning in and hanging out with me for a moment. I'm about to go ahead to the group call. Hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of y'all morning, and I will see you all later on both my live stream a little later. I'm sure it's going to be something fiery, but I also will have Mika on point later on as well. So I look forward to having y'all there. And if y'all are looking into content creation at all, please make sure you also check out the what's going on, Brenda? Make sure you also check out.
Doing.
We're closing the live stream. Okay. So make sure y'all also check out the YouTube course. Thank you so much, Marla. Van and Wise is the same in the same podcast. Made my day. Get out of here.
What's up, Marla? How you doing this morning, sister? I seen Marla was in the chat today. Appreciate you pulling up. Thank you.
Yeah, nice. Shout out to Marla. All right. See? You bringing your people over here, man. That's awesome. That's well, maybe this one of my people. I don't know. Maybe
she might have been your people before she was my people. Our people.
She both of ours now. Listen, we sharing. We sharing. That don't sound right.
I don't know if you should say stuff like that, man. Woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, man. This guy, man. Goodness gracious. This guy. Wow.
There's this one lady, though, talking about this gangbang that she went to. Okay, so guys, thank y'all so much for pulling up. I will see y'all next time. Love y'all. Make sure you check out my commercial and don't skip it. And also, when y'all watching our videos, if y'all ever watch any of your favorite content creators' videos, just do this one thing. Watch the video from beginning to end, including the ads. Do not skip the ads. Watch the ads, guys. And also like our videos. That's the best thing you can do for the content creator that you say you like or you enjoy. I'll see you on the next live stream. Peace. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.